Yeah, it sounds like a submarine.
We all live in the yellow submarine.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there he is. Devin Clark. What's up, Devin?
Yo, how's it going?
Hey, we're wonderful. Wonderful, man.
I see a ginger beard.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Can you put the phone sideways for a second? There it is. All right, much better. Devin, what's going on?
Oh, no, hanging out, training. Yeah, I have the ginger beard. Hell yeah.
All right, so we need the origin. By the way, we just had the craziest debate ever. I don't even know what's going on. Maybe let's ask you real quick. All right, now Devin Clark's been on the show multiple times. He's a freaking celebrity. This guy. He's in Jackson Wink, getting ready for a big fight. We're talking about Israel Adesanya here.
Yeah.
Is this guy overrated or what?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What the fuck?
Fuck that guy.
Thank you, Devin. Preach.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just too much, man. Like, yeah, he's good. He's really good, but
That's right.
to be calling out, first he called out John Jones, and now I saw some shit today about him wanting to fight Stipe and just trolling, doing stupid shit. But
he's still good, right? You said he's good.
yeah, he's really good.
All right.
But is he one of the best? No.
There you go.
Get out of here.
This man is a professional UFC fighter speaking the damn truth over here. Devin, it's good to see you. By the way, all right, so what happened to this orange thing? I like it. I'm a ginger, for God's sake. So I think you're going for my look. What's going on here, Devin?
Kinda, yeah. No, I just dyed it. Something fun, yeah, just change it up a little bit. Be a little different, I guess.
Well, it looks good. And now, are you going to keep this look, or is it just for the big fight coming up in 2 weeks?
It'll be just for the fight because I have a wedding to go to the week after, so I think my wife's gonna make me cut it.
No. Well, yeah.
Not cut it, but I'll dye it or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'll cut it or not. But.
Now, is this the beginning of a new Devin Clark here? I mean, you are coming off a win. You're looking to fight another tough opponent. It seems like the UFC keeps on throwing tough opponents your way, and you don't care. You're like, let's go. Is this the new Devin Clark that we're looking at right now?
Trying to be. Yeah, I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to come to my own as a UFC fighter, not let alone an MMA fighter. When I started with the UFC, I had five pro fights, I think, and now I'm on my 8th UFC fight, and I've learned so much, and just it's progressing and maturing as a fighter, and shit's starting to click, and it's I'm ready to start going on a tear here and start fucking these guys up that think they're good, and these newcomers and whatever that think they're knock a guy out and they're a hot shot.
Has there been much trash talk leading up to this fight?
No, not really. There was like one little Twitter exchange where he thought he was cool. I don't know, some guy thought that I was gonna win the fight or that it'd be a tough fight for Span, and Span got butthurt about it. And what did he say? He kept questioning the guy. Why do you think it's gonna be a tough fight for me? And blah blah blah. Then I'm chill out, bro. He's just a fan. And then he's says some shit. He's like, oh, I bet I'll still be the favorite in the fight. All right, dude. That means shit to me. But I think he is the favorite because he knocked out Little Nog. But that's an old Little Nog.
There you go. And it's funny. It seems like he came from the Contender Series, this guy. It seems like they're always throwing you these guys, these younger guys that are coming in, that are trying to make the name for themselves. It's not like they give you easy opponents here. Is there a little bit of a chip on your shoulder like, hey, enough's enough. I'm the real deal, and I need to show something in this fight?
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe that's what the UFC is trying to get me to do. I don't know. It's yeah, I've been fighting long enough. I haven't had a knockout, haven't, won a fight bonus or anything like that. But I've been, like I said, I've been maturing and honing my game. And when that shit comes, it's going to come. But until then, I'll, keep fighting these young dudes that are trying to, get a name off of knocking me out.
Well, it was an impressive win over Darko Stosic. I can never say his name. Rakic over there. Before that, they give you Rakic, for God's sakes. This guy is a freaking savage. I can't believe how good this guy is over here. And then Rodriguez, you get the big win over Rodriguez. And then before that, Blachowicz. And Blachowicz is another beast. So the 2 losses on your record over here, it's not like you're losing to scrubs. You're losing to contenders here. This is crazy stuff. Yeah. So now you've been saying you've been looking for this knockout. This is what you want, right? I mean, you have a wrestling background. Are you looking to put this man to sleep in next week?
I'm always looking to. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm always looking to put these guys to sleep. And I've had a few almost moments, especially with Rakic. I had him finished damn near twice. First exchange, I dropped him, and then I landed 13 unanswered knees. The ref didn't stop it. Then he ended up catching me later on in the round. But it's it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep fighting, keep getting better, and I take it. If I'm almost knocking these guys out, it's going to come a time where I actually do it. Because I'm just get over here getting better. Train at Jackson Wink MMA with a bunch of big-ass dudes and really talented people and coaches, and it's a matter of time. Like I said, I'm just coming in my own right now, trying to figure that out.
Well, I got to say this. It's not like we've spoken about this before. It's not like you train with scrubs, for God's sakes. You got John Bones Jones in your camp again, it looks like. Yeah,
he's been a real help to me, especially this fight. Ryan Spann, my opponent, he's 6'5", similar build to John. He's a striker, so John's helped me, dissect this guy's, what he does, and we put together a plan, especially with the coaches too, and it's just been really good. And I got some other big ass black guys too. So,
who's the biggest black guy at Jackson Wink?
Well, Dontel Mays is training here now too.
Oh, it's right. I saw that. I did read that.
He was on the Contender Series. He's big and black.
He's like a big caveman, that guy. He's tremendous. How tall is that dude?
Yeah. He's 6'5" or 6'6".
You know what we're talking about? The guy from the Contender?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's out of the Stone Age. It looks like he came in there with a club and he's ready to kill somebody. I mean, is he a sweetheart? Is he a teddy bear? Or is he like that in real life too?
Super nice guy.
Okay.
Everybody here is super nice. I mean, you got to be at Jackson Wink because there's always another badass right in the same room. So can't get too crazy around here.
It seems like a rotating door of badasses with Jackson Wink. It's crazy who you guys train with. My head is blown. My mind's blown every time I see it on Instagram. Now, speaking of Jackson Wink, every time I speak to you, it seems like there's always drama. What's going on here? Why is there always a dark cloud over this gym? It seems like you guys are always having a good time, and then you hear some stupidity out there, and now there's a striking coach that's talking all this shit.
I'm not gonna go too into detail about it, but things that were said weren't true. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Like I stand by my team, Jackson Wink and John Jones, and whatever was said was not true at all. It was disrespectful, out of line, and there was underlying reasons why he wasn't here. So why he got let go. And I'm not really in the deal, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But like I said, I stand by my team and my friends. So.
Well, there you go. We're with Devin Clark live on the MMA Holes 10-3-0. Big fight coming up next week. And this is in Florida, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is a Tampa fight?
Yeah.
Tampa.
Right.
Yep.
Have you ever fought in Tampa before?
No.
It's your first time.
I've been to Florida like one time, and I didn't like it, but I guess I'm going back.
Well, hopefully no hurricanes or anything like that, right?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be good,
Now, you have a teammate that's fighting on this card as well. A big fight, main event action here. Michelle Watterson. Yeah. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that fight over here. I mean, this could be the one that brings her to a title shot. What do you think about that fight?
I think she has good chances. Michelle's a badass. She's been training a long time. She's really good, and I know she's been working her ass off because she's been right alongside me, so I know it. But yeah, I hope she goes out there and beats Joanna, and it should be pretty close to a title shot at that point. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that if she beats Joanna and J.E.H or Joanna, former champion. I mean, I guess you can't call her Joanna champion anymore, right? That's a big deal. That is a big deal. I would love to see her with a title shot over there. She's got her hands full with that fight.
I think she deserves it. She's worked, like I said, she's been working hard. She's a good mom and wife and all that. And, that's adds to her persona too. And it's really cool to see. So it'd be really cool to see her as a champion. I think she can do it.
Now, Devin Clark, we've seen pictures on Instagram over and over again. You guys are having so much fun at this gym, it seems like. You're always smiling. You're doing handstands, walking around upside down and stuff. Are you guys very competitive, like outside of the training, just goofing around? And who is the biggest clown of the gym?
Yeah, everybody's pretty competitive here. There's been foot races and all that, and arguments that were after that. But yeah, we're pretty competitive. I don't know who the biggest clown is, but everybody likes to have fun, but when it comes time to train, we're pretty, we take it pretty serious, and we train so hard that afterwards, it's a pretty good release when we train that hard. So then, we like to smile and have fun, be positive here. Even with all the bullshit that goes on from the outside world that's just hating on us.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's always circling around, but every time we look on social media, you guys are smiling and laughing. I noticed before we went live, I noticed on Twitter that Jon Jones is going back and forth with the Adesanya thing. And Chris Weidman, and these guys are like, everyone wants a piece of Jon Jones over here. Is he laughing? Like, when you guys are in the gym, does he, like, when he's done with social media, is he looking at you guys and be like, could you believe this shit?
I haven't been around him in a while he's tweeting, but in the past, yeah. I mean, it's like he has fun with it, I mean, you kind of have to, because and I can't really speak for him because I've never had so many people. I haven't had everybody come at me. Nobody gives a shit about me, but for a guy like that, he's been on the top so long. Everybody wants that spot, even though they might not realize they can't, like, they're not the right guy to even approach that. But it's people, they like to call it the champ. It is what it is.
It's another day at the office for him, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's used to it by now. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he deserves to be pound for pound? I have arguments with my co-host over here. I'm gonna call her out. I think he's a pound for pound GOAT. Jessie doesn't. Jessie's saying Khabib time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
well, you're biased. You're biased. You're his friend. Of course you're gonna say he deserves to be a pound for pound fighter.
He's not with you right now. You don't train with him anymore. You're just a spectator. Who would you say is pound for pound?
Jon Jones.
See?
All right. Here's the thing. Listen.
Simple.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it short and to the point, right?
What's your argument?
In no way do I think Jon Jones is a bad fighter. I think he's great. He's an excellent fighter. But there have been a lot of controversial situations that make me wonder where his position is in the UFC. It made a lot of other fans wonder. When I look at Khabib's an undefeated fighter. He's got no contests on his record whatsoever. The guy has fought. Now, in argument, Jon Jones has fought absolute beasts, and I'll give him that. Like, he's fought some serious beasts in the cage. So I'm well aware of how good Jon Jones is, but there are a lot of other factors that I like to take into account when it comes to Khabib that make me feel that Khabib, maybe Jon Jones should be a number 2 and Khabib should be the pound for pound fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's in the title. It's pound for pound fighter, so it's got to be based on how they fight and what they've done in their fights, right? So I mean, people really don't discredit Mike Tyson with all the stuff he's done. He's the GOAT, and everybody knows. Nobody's gonna argue that.
Yeah.
Again, he did some shit.
Yeah.
He did it all.
How crazy Mike Tyson was, but I'm gonna say Jon Jones.
Okay, Jon Jones for the win. Let us know in the chat. Jessie's taking questions from the chat, and we'll get to that in a second. But we are live with Devin Clark's got a big fight coming up. Ryan Spann is his opponent. Ryan Spann is on a little bit of a winning streak, but Devin is the UFC vet here. I mean, we can call you a vet now. 8 fights in the UFC. This is like another day at the office. You got to be super pumped. Is there a new walkout song? Is your father going to be in your corner?
My father will be in my corner, of course, and I'm not sure of my walkout song yet. I haven't picked it. I walked out to a different one my last fight in Sweden, and that was pretty cool. It's more of like a rock song from a dude named Ryan Upchurch. He's kind of more of a underground country rap rock guy.
Okay.
But it was a good vibe for it. So, but from Tampa, I don't know. We'll see.
Is it refreshing not having to travel to another world to fight? Like, you could actually go to Florida this time?
Florida's a hop, skip, and a jump. Like, the bullshit you got to deal with getting into another country and flying over there, all that, like 9-10 hour airplane flights, and it messes up my water load and my weight cut and everything. And just to go to Florida, leave on Tuesday, get there on Tuesday, don't have to worry about a time change. Perfect, easy.
Now, I have a very tough question for you, Devin Clark. Now, every time you come on here, you field the questions very nicely. But this one, I know you're a married man, and we found this out, and congratulations, you got a beautiful family. We've seen it on Instagram. I look at your Instagram every day. I just look at it. I love it.
Appreciate it.
We want to play a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill, or F, Marry, Kill, okay? We're going to play this game with you, and we need you to answer honestly, okay? And I have 3 young ladies, all beautiful women, over here. You ready?
I think so. I might answer.
Okay. All right, here we go. Valentina Shevchenko, the Karate Hottie, and Holly Holm.
I can't fucking answer that. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You got to do it, Devin. They are not watching. No one watches this show. Holly Holm, Michelle Watersons, and Valentina Shevchenko. Kill Valentina. You train with the other two, right? Just kill her. Off her.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay.
All right.
Now, who are you having sex with?
Yeah. Who do you fuck and who do you marry?
No.
All right. We had to try. I had to try, right?
Yeah,
I told him beforehand. I said, "There's no way he's answering this question."
All right.
Hell no.
Fine.
Hell no.
All right. Now bring John Jones over. I want to ask him the same question. Is that cool or no?
He's not here.
Ah, damn it. I had to try. All right. So anyway.
So I'm not sure what time he'll be here.
That's all right. Listen, I mean, we don't.
He wouldn't answer the question either.
Yeah, he walked away from me once. He's not going
to.
Yeah. Ask him when you see him, though. Next time you train with him, say, "Hey, John, listen, I got a great question for you."
Okay.
All right. Now,
I could do that.
I got a question here that you usually, when you do media, right, you get asked the same questions over and over again. And I'm sure I asked some questions that you heard a million times over and over again. Does it get tiring? Like when you're doing these media things and these press things and you got to answer the same thing from different media outlets and members. Eventually, do you want to say, shut the fuck up or leave me alone? Do you ever want to snap at these people or hear different questions?
No, it's my job. I mean, if I was upset with that, I know it's part of the job, and being a professional athlete, you're going to be asked questions. It's part of it. At first, when I started out, I wasn't comfortable doing media and stuff like that, but now it's just, it's one of those things that go with being a fighter. And being in the UFC, every fight, there's pre-fight media, and by now I'm just used to it. So, yeah, just get used to answering questions, and it's only going to get worse. So, yeah.
Do you feel that that it's more of a business now being in the UFC than it is a sport?
I don't know if it's more, but it's definitely important. It's way more important now, I think. You're not just going out there and fighting anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many more things so many more options business-wise that you can get into, and that your fighting reflects.
Yeah.
So vice versa. So yeah, it's the business part is very important now.
How does the game look compared to you started looking for a fighter? Isn't that where the UFC found you, or? Okay, so that's
looking for a fight. Yeah.
Okay, looking for a
I was
fight.
fighting in my hometown in South Dakota.
Okay, so that happens. You get into the UFC. It must have been huge. You change weight classes, and now here you are in 2019, fighting again, looking for this 2-fight win streak. Kind of right in the mix over here. If you win, I mean, this throws you into a situation here. 2-fight win streak. You keep fighting their guys that they're always trying to pump up. Now you're in business here. How does it feel being in this situation as opposed to just getting into the UFC?
I guess I haven't really thought about it. But I mean, I'm just living in the moment. And I was at the time too when I got signed to UFC. I know I have to win my next fight, and that's always the goal. Win the next fight, and you win, and you continue on to the career. If you don't, the career might end shortly. So, got to keep winning. That's the name of the game. So, yeah, it's kind of. I can't really say that I don't have as much to prove because I have more to prove now. Because I've had fights, and now I need to prove that I can take that next step and be a next level fighter and a real contender. So
there you go. Devin Clark is fighting in 2 weeks, big card, Florida, and he has a big task ahead of him. He's going for 2 in a row over here. Ryan Spann is his opponent, and he is wonderful, but not as wonderful as Devin Clark, of course. Now, Jessie has questions from the chat. We're going to get to that right now. Jessie, does he have to brace himself? What do we have here?
I'm sure. I have a fucking red beard.
They're not horrible questions. I mean, but they're not your normal MMA questions that you would find anywhere else. So.
And expect them to be.
Just prepare yourself. First, post.
Hold on a second. Oh, real quick, we have a donation that came in. I muted the donation, so let me see if I can play this donation real quick. Okay, here we go.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Now, this is from Vlad.
Come on, Moss. We already know John banged Holly. Question for Devin. with Chris Weidman getting finished in 4 of his last 5 fights by 185-pounders. How do you think he fares in his next fight with an even heavier fighter in Reyes at 205?
That's actually a good question. But besides the first thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. It might be a good fight. It might not. You never know with Weidman. He's got skill. He's a former champion, and we'll see how he comes out this fight. But Reyes is he's a dangerous fighter for sure.
We had the pleasure of doing a podcast with Ray Longo, Weidman's coach, and he was saying that seems like the plan. They want him to go up, reinvent his career and go after John Jones to solidify his legacy. He beat Anderson Silva and now come up and slay the next GOAT over here. Does John Jones laugh at this? I saw his Instagram post. He's got to find this funny, right? That everyone's coming after him.
I haven't talked to him about it, about that one. But I think it seemed like he found it funny. Like,
yeah.
Come on, Weidman's got some fights to go before he gets to John. So.
So how many fights would you say? Do you think the one fight's not enough? He's got to get a couple in there before he gets up there?
No, I mean he's definitely got to get a couple more. I mean I don't see how beating Reyes puts him into title contingent, and vice versa too. Reyes probably thinks he needs a title fight after that, maybe, but you gotta fight the contenders. You gotta earn it.
There you go. All right, what else we got in the chat, Jess?
All right, I just want to mention to some of the people in the chat who are saying that their question was missed. If you think your question was missed, just redrop it and I'll ask it. Post Resurrected wants to know, do you listen to Hootie and the Blowfish?
Not really, but I listen to Darius Rucker.
Oh,
all right.
The country version.
Would you hide under the cage if USADA showed up?
No.
Kainoto?
Is that the first time you asked that?
Yeah, first time I've been asked that.
Oh, okay. So it's first for everything, right? All right. What?
Greg Odom Blaze wants to know, does your beard help you eat pussy better?
Well, all beards are the same, right? No?
Kainoto
Helps me.
Kainoto 74 says, what's your credit score?
I don't even know.
Is this why John Jones will never come back on this show? Is this the reason? What do you think?
Maybe, yeah. Who knows? Flattered Deacon would like to know if you think Bobby Knuckles KOs Izzy.
Oh, here we go.
I hope so. Fuck yeah, I hope so. I mean, he's got a chance, right? And somebody needs to humble that guy a little bit.
Yeah. Drunk Savage, this is not a question. He wants you to come out to Never Gonna Give You Up, the song, for your next fight.
What song is that?
Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down.
Oh, the Rick Astley Rick Roll song.
Yeah, that one.
That'd be
I
great.
mean, it wouldn't be bad, I guess, but
How about something like that, right? Loosen you up, come out there, come out dancing. What do you think?
I kind of dig it, actually. Yeah. Actually, I'll think about it.
All right, there you go. I like this.
Niall Flanagan would like to know, what does Dana White smell like?
That's a great question.
Like a rich white guy. What do you think?
What does that mean? What does that
I don't
smell
know
like?
what it smells like. I don't know what the man smells like.
Take a big sniff of him next time you pass him. Just...
Oh, Dana, what's that? What's that you wearing?
And H would like to know if you would dress up as a drag queen for Halloween. Oh, he's on hold.
Oh shit, we lost him.
He put us on hold.
I think we lost Devin.
He's like, no more of this. On hold.
The chat broke Devin Clark. By the way, Devin Clark is a great sport. He's been on the show multiple times. Fights out of Jackson Wink. And he has a big fight coming up. Ryan Spann is his opponent. And the card is Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus the Karate Hottie. Main event action over there. His teammate, Michelle Wooderson, is fighting for that spot.
He put us off of hold.
Okay, let's see. Is he back?
We're now off of hold.
There he is. All right, there he is. We lost you for a second.
You didn't like the drag queen question?
I didn't hear it. It broke up right before.
Oh, okay.
NH would like to know if you would dress up as a drag queen for Halloween.
I have before.
Oh,
what?
have you?
No way.
As a kid, a few times.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Pedophilia would like to know if you are part Irish.
Actually, I am a little bit Irish.
Well, there you go, Pete. Where's the best place to score some crack around there?
Shoot, it's Albuquerque. You just, I don't know.
I assume that's why they asked.
Did you go on the Breaking Bad tour over there?
I haven't been on like a tour. No.
Is that Greg Jackson trying to get in? Who's?
No, it's somebody else.
Oh, all right.
Listen, Devin Clark is the greatest light heavyweight of all time.
Look at this guy. Wait, John. Wait, come here. Come here for 1 sec. Get him over here. How dare? Come on. Son of a gun.
Every time he comes on, he leaves 2 seconds later.
Oh, it's quicker than last time. Jesus Christ. What's the odds we can get him back? We got to talk to him for a second. We'll be nice.
I don't know. I don't want to like ambush him.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Oh, come on. You know him. You can ambush him.
This is
I know, but you gotta be respectful with people's privacy.
No such thing.
You know me.
This is what I want to settle on the MMA holes. I feel he gets a bad rap, right? And this is why I'm going to say this. I feel that everyone thinks he's sensitive. And the reason why is things like that. Like he kind of gets in there and bounces. He should just talk. Like, I don't know why. Like, we would like to have a nice conversation. I won't bring up Daniel Cormier or any of that stuff. I won't bring up picograms, any of that stuff. You know, we'll talk.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about me with John Jones? Is I wasn't a fan of John. I wasn't a fan until recently. I'm like, this guy, he's the real deal. The guy keeps on defending. He puts up. He doesn't, he doesn't beat around the bush here. He takes what he has to do, and he wins, right? Jessie's not a fan. We got to win Jessie over.
But listen, I'm not a hypocrite either. If you can prove to me, like I'm very open. So
you want John to come back on and prove to you why you should be a fan?
Show me that I should be a fan of John Jones. I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like
we need Jessie to
open.
win. He needs to win Jessie over.
I don't know. He's outside still, but
all right, fine.
We gotta train soon. So.
He doesn't cave into peer pressure.
All right. We had to try, Devin. Devin, you're a great guy. How are you so nice? You were like one of the nicest guys we've ever had on the show. How did you become such a nice guy?
That's just how I was. I don't know. That's how I am, I guess. I don't see any reason to be an asshole. So, might as well be nice and respectful and all that, and think about others.
Well, do you get your aggression out from the fighting? Is that what it is? And then you get it all out of your system, and then you go back to being a respectful guy? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Then I hunt and kill shit, too. So.
Oh, you hunt as well?
Yeah.
So, all right, so here we go. This is you're losing Jessie here. So do you hunt? You're hunting dinner. You go out there, you go out, you hunt. I mean, Albuquerque, I don't know what you're hunting. Rattlesnakes? What are you hunting over there?
Not in Albuquerque. I hunt back home in South Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Moose?
But yeah, I eat whatever I kill.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually it's just like rabbits and pheasants, but
funny
rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits could die, right?
Those
we don't need
poor
them.
little furry friends.
There's so many of them.
Do you ever feel bad?
They taste delicious too. So.
I heard they're gamey. I heard the meat is very gamey.
No, what you do is you put them. Well, you have to boil them first to make sure there's no disease or anything like that, and then take a can of like cream and mushroom soup. You like peel the rabbit off, the meat off the bone and all that, and then cream of mushroom soup. Put it in a crock pot. You get your vegetables, put all that in there, and then there you go. Tastes like chicken.
Oh my god!
You gonna invite us over for a rabbit dinner? Can we come over?
Yeah, absolutely. My daughter actually made me go hunt rabbits like on Christmas Eve so she could have Christmas rabbit stew.
That's great.
My goodness.
So how old's your daughter?
She'll be 6 in November.
6 in November.
Wow.
Look at that. So
That's
how
great.
does she feel about you fighting? I mean, she's old enough now to know what's going on and everything like that.
She loves it. Yeah, she'll be in Tampa. So.
Oh, she'll be in the building for it?
Yep. Her first live fight. Yeah.
Is this the first time you're gonna have your daughter in the building while you're fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. Do you only have one kid?
Yeah, just one daughter.
That's so cool.
So now, is this going to be a lot more pressure? You have your father who's always in your corner, and now I'm assuming you're having your wife and your daughter. How is this going to feel having them in the crowd as well? Is this a little bit more motivation?
It's definitely more motivation. I feel like I can't lose because of it.
Yeah.
I'm about to show out in front of my baby girl. Like, fuck this Ryan Spann guy. So
there you go. That's all. I like that.
Like in that case, he's directly affecting my daughter's happiness. So, fuck him.
They could be your good luck charm. Maybe you'll get that knockout you're looking for.
It feels like it. It definitely feels like
Yeah.
it. Seriously, like, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Mhm. That's great stuff. I'm looking
awesome.
forward to that. And we're big fans. Every time you fight, it's like I feel it's so weird. I'm the worst host because when I interview someone, then all of a sudden I become like a big mush fan. I'm not even media. Like I'm a fan. So when I get to meet you guys, it's just like, fuck. Like I feel like my buddy's fighting now. I mean, I feel like we're best friends now, Devin.
Well, yeah, once you've shared a conversation with somebody, it becomes different when they
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Even like past opponents, like you feel a little bit more of a connection. Like you can't root against them because you had a nice conversation after you fought, shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got to be like, I mean, when people get into fights in real life, right? They'll go to a bar, they'll get into a fight with someone. I've seen it so many times. They're like, hey, man, good scrap, you know? Like, there's like that kind of respect thing I'm sure you guys have with the competition. Even if you're talking shit or whatever, when it's all said and done, it seems like everyone has that respect. Unless you're Conor McGregor and Habib. That's a different story. But what does that feel like? Like, after going like 3 rounds with your opponent, that adrenaline dump, just trying to take their head off, and then all of a sudden the embrace afterwards?
It feels great. And for me, it's like it's always competition. It's always sport. So it's no different than back when I wrestled and stuff like that. So it's, you know, at the end of the day, hopefully we both walk out of the cage and, you know, are living and breathing and shit like that. But so yeah, I mean, we're getting in a fist fight. Might as well. There's no reason for not to respect the other guy after the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jessie, do you have any more questions from the chat?
I did see someone in the chat ask how you're going to handle the height and reach advantage of your opponent for this next fight.
That's a good question.
Shit, that's what I practice. I practice with all, like I said, big black guys. They're all seriously. All my sparring partners are like 6'3" and up. So it's all I know right now.
Yeah.
Well, going up in weight, I mean, you've been fighting a lot of bigger guys as is. You have that wrestling background. Are we going to see some of that wrestling action, grind him against the cage? You going to tell us a secret?
Oh, maybe. We'll see. If he...
Okay.
Flat Earth Deacon also wants me to thank you on behalf of all of them and give you a virtual fist pump for being on the show tonight.
Oh, thank you. Do we...
Yeah, I think just...
Don't actually have to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, give them all a virtual fist pump.
Oh, fuck. You just hit me. Devin, this might be your best appearance ever on any show and the MMA host. This is unbelievable. What an appearance by Devin Clark.
Yeah.
Right?
It's exciting.
Very exciting.
Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's always fun.
It is fun. Now, I got one more thing to ask, okay? Actually, this is something that we would like to do. We would love to send you an MMA host shirt. We got new MMA host shirts. We'd love to send you a shirt. Yeah. Here's the question. Now, I know you have your official weigh-ins and then you have your ceremonial weigh-ins. Yeah. Is there a chance at the official weigh-ins you would rock an MMA host shirt?
Yeah, if you give me the money, that I'll get fined.
Would they? Now, our MMA host shirt has our fighters undefeated. Nick Newell is going to be wearing it in Bellator, the guy with one arm. It's amazing how he fights like that. So they're undefeated. Harris. You're telling me that the UFC at the official weigh-ins, like the one where you're all dying, getting on the scale, they would fine you for that as well?
Yeah, we can only wear Reebok.
What?
Wow.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
You guys should petition.
It's part of the business. I gotta follow the rules, you know.
Yeah. When is the contract up?
I think I have 3 more fights on it.
Not your contract, the Reebok contract. Like, when is? I heard it was winding down. Do you know?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Okay. Are you looking forward to the day that's gone, or do you like what Reebok does?
I'm neutral.
You can talk shit about shit about Reebok. No one watches this.
Yeah, I'm getting paid. I ain't talking. I don't bite the hand that feeds. That's not. You know, a lot of these fighters will bitch about the money and the pay or whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna earn that shit. I gotta fight, win, fuck people up, and then I'll get paid.
That's fair.
I'm all right with that.
All right. Speaking of pay, I'm gonna ask you one more question. I keep on saying one more question. I know you gotta go, but how much are you making in this fight? Can you tell us? Can you let us know?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty public, anyways. But 34 and 34.
34 and 34. That's not bad. And you're on the prelims, right? That's actually pretty good. Yeah. But now you got to pay your camp and everything like that. By the end of the day, what are you coming out with?
It just depends.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. You're the best, Devin. We like the beard. The beard's gonna make you win. I have a good feeling about this.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, give a shout out to your sponsors, and we'll let you beat up John Jones.
He might have heard that.
Go give him a noogie from the MMA holes.
I just want to thank everybody for your love and support, and whoever's out there. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
We appreciate it. Good luck in the fight. We'll be watching and reacting, and really looking forward to it.
You're the best, Devin.
Thank you.
All right, be good.